The arrest of James Mbugua, a Nakuru human rights activist with disability, has sparked outrage in the manner in which police have handled protesters since the June 2024 anti-tax protests, where more than 60 people were killed by the police. The verdict is that the men and women sworn to protect and serve the public, as well as the Constitution, have been bending the law. And as NTV's South Rift editor Bridget Singana reports, there are fears among the civil society that things are moving from bad to worse with regard to security agencies meant to preserve public law and order.
At his beauty parlor, James Bogwa attends to a client. On Friday, he was before a magistrate at the Nakuru Law Courts, where he, alongside 12 other protesters, were charged for disrupting transport along the Nakuru-Nairobi highway on the anniversary of the June 2024 protests. James and his co-accused were released on a 5,000 shilling cash bail, but it's the nature of his arrest that has human rights organizations and the public enraged after the clip went viral. In the clip, police are heard taunting James to get up while he was lying on the ground and he could not reach his crutches, after which they roughly dragged him and bundled him into a police vehicle, then drove off.
Ukiangalia huo polisi venye alinishika, ananivutanisha, akaniangusha. Chuma zikaruka wapi? Sini hivyo. Then ananivutia chini. And then ananiambia amuka tembea. Natembea aje my sister, and then I don't have my crutches. This is my legs. Then unaniambia amuka. That is intimidation. Honestly. That is intimidation. But then I felt, okay, how many 20 policemen can come just to, like a rag, like something that is not alive? Is there human light in this country?
The incident has left him with physical and psychological scars. He is not new to police brutality during protests since 2024. James has been tear-gassed and roughed up by police since, unlike other protesters who can scamper to safety, James cannot run with his crutches.
Niko na maumivu kwa mgongo yangu na mguu. You can see venye niligongeshwa kwa gari na nikagongwa teke ya kifua. Hata nikikam job, it is not that nikutaka by the saizi na sairi nikuwe hosi, but I don't have that capital.
James and his co-accused were charged with blocking the Nakuru-Nairobi highway and burning tires on the road, something he says his physique cannot allow him to do.
According to my condition, how can I carry stones and place them on the road? And then, okay, unajua, ni lazima tunajiuliza maswali zingine.
James wasn't the only one facing the heat from Thursday's protests in Nakuru. Wanjiko Kihika, founder of Tribeless Youth, a civic education organization that works closely with the youth in Nakuru, was forced to leave her home on Wednesday night after receiving a series of messages threatening her over the demonstrations.
Then my numbers were leaked on Facebook and on X, and I'm like, why am I being bullied? What have I done? And if a state can go so low to a point of now kind of propelling TFGBV, then the question is, what else is remaining of the struggle?
Some of the texts read, and I quote, "We know that you are one of the people planning the protests. We want a peaceful country. Fools." End of quote. Another text on WhatsApp said, "Shiko, you are planning Thursday's protests. I see you." Then, this Facebook post shared Wanjiko's number alongside those of other human rights activists in Nakuru, alleging that Wanjiko and her colleagues were planning to vandalize the affordable housing project in Nakuru's Bondeni estate.
I feel sorry, for James, and I'm sorry that we failed you. I'm sorry we were not there with you. I'm sorry that most of us could not show up, but we could not show up because state decided we must not show up. I've come to a point where I'm scared of even being in my own house. I'm scared of what is going to happen to so many lives because now disappearance has become part and parcel of us.
Nakuru's civil society, while condemning what happened to James, say that police brutality is on the rise, and this is because they have been emboldened by the executive arm of government.
Right from the president saying that police should shoot people, the interior ministry daring people, the inspector general of police issuing threats and going ahead to execute those threats. This should actually be a wake-up call to Kenyans, because only Kenyans can protect their country.
Government has called us treasoners. They've called us terrorists, you know. So there's nothing they haven't called its young people. Like, we are a nation that really hates its young people enough to unleash goons, to normalize goonism and normalize brutality.
The unorthodox arrest of human rights activist James and the threats that were issued towards Shiko Kihika, another human rights activist based in Nakuru, are telltale signs of Kenya's shrinking democratic space. However, all is not lost, as the civil rights organizations here in Nakuru say they will go to court to seek justice on behalf of James. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.